Hey, it is Tuba Billy. Man, I'm tired. So, one night my goat dies. Don't get much sleep that night. Next night, wife and I decide we're gonna go to bed. Maybe by the time we get to bed, it's about 10:30, but starting to doze off, and then all of a sudden the door opens and my 10-year-old standing at the door crying. And we're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you scared? It's like, no. Are you sick? No. And she's like, I don't know what's wrong. I just want to be with you guys. It was the cutest and saddest thing ever. So I sat up. I said, come here. And just gave her a big hug and held her for a little while. Just let her cry and sob on my shoulder, and I just picked her up and laid her in bed between me and my wife, and we just sat there and kind of cuddled with her and loved on her and got her to, you know, giggle a little bit. And then finally, after a few minutes, I was like, okay, it's time for you to go back to bed so that we can go to sleep. But it just, you know, got me thinking. You know, it took me a little while after that to go back to sleep. Got me thinking about what it means to really be a father. It's somebody that your daughters especially can go to. And you know, what's it take to, you know, have a teenage daughter that's going to, you know, talk and communicate and tell you what's going on in their lives? Well, it starts way before they're even teenagers. You know, being that dad that sits down and has a tea party when they're 3, you know, that plays with them and wrestles with them, you know, does dress up, does makeup with them. You know, are they going to remember all of those things when they're a teenager? No, probably not. But what they will remember is that you were there and you were available and you took time for them and the things that they think are important. And that's what they're going to remember. And so if you can instill that in them when they're young, you know, 3, 5, 7, 10, at least I'm hoping, I'll give you an update in, you know, 5 to 8 years. They will be more open for you and open to you when they're having boyfriend problems, when they're having drama with other girls, when they're having a hard time at school. You will be the one that they go to. Now, if you're not doing those things, if you're too busy for them, if you're stuck in your phone, if you're, you know, at work all the time, and you're not going to be there for them, well, guess what? They're going to find someone who will be there for them, and chances are it's not going to be the type of father figure you want them with. And, you know, the same goes for boys too. You know, boys, you're showing them what it means to be a dad, to be a man, to be a father. He's got a modular helmet up. You're showing them what it means to respect and honor womanhood. And girls, for girls, you're showing them what they should be treated. You know, the way that you treat your wife, treat their mother, is really an example of how they should be treated. So if you fight and argue with your wife, if you do that, then they're going to see that and think, oh, that's normal. And so when they have a boyfriend who starts doing that, it's like, oh, it must be normal. But if you can love and honor and be respectful, with your wife, then your daughters will grow up expecting that from other men. But just being there for them is the key. And I'm no expert. My oldest is 10. I haven't reached the teenage years yet. I'm honestly kind of dreading it because if she's that emotional now, and it's not just that, but there's she still throws fits, she still whines and cries and complains and screams, normal little pre-teen stuff. Makes me wonder what she's gonna be like as a teenager. This is a gauntlet, kind of looking all directions. But really, you need to be there for your kids. Because if you're not, like I said, someone else will be. Someone else is going to fill that void that you, as an absent father, have left. Just make sure that you don't leave any voids. And that's just my thought for the day. As always, please be excellent to each other. Tuba Billy, signing out. God be with you till we meet again.